Jump.
Okay, so this is Supreme Pro Uploaded, which is from the Supreme team. It's an unofficial version of RetroPie, and it is really good. I did have a question on one of my Sega Rally videos on Sega Saturn about performance, and I thought I'd show you, even on this very new build, and even sort of playing around with the settings and everything, I still can't get anything like decent performance on Sega Rally. So even putting the video mode down super low, and I do 640 by 480, it still doesn't work that well. But I have got it running much better, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. You can see that the menus work fine, but the actual game itself runs really slow in RetroPie, and I've never had it running well in RetroPie. So if anybody has a way of getting it running well in RetroPie, I'd be interested. So let's just literally go in and start it up just to show you how it runs. So the audio's bad as well. And you can see it's stuttery and it's unplayable. Let's just skip out of that. So if I quit out of Emulation Station and go back to the desktop in this build, so we type in start X. Now the program I've been using for ages because it's included in the ordinary add programs. So if I go to games and I go to your BIOS, so I've got my RetroPie stick in here so I can get it from the same place that the other one was getting, RetroPie was getting it from. So Saturn, Sega Rally, click on the big one, and here you can see it comes up on the display at 60 FPS. But what I'll do is I'll show you exactly how I've done it. You can see it looks slow at the moment, don't worry about that. You need to get past this bit first of all. So you can hear the sound is alright, not great. So when we get to this stage, you can see it's running really badly. Okay, so let's pause that. Go to video driver. I'll go through the whole installation in a minute, but just to show you, open GL. Now release the pause.
2, 1, go.
You can see that actually it runs pretty well.
Easy left. Easy right.
And certainly way better than it was on RetroPie. So somehow we need to know a way of changing this. Now I think it might be in RetroArch settings, but I'm gonna stop there anyway, and I'm gonna reboot in Raspberry Pi OS and show you exactly how to set it up to at least get this performance on Sega Rally on the Saturn emulator. So let's quit that. Okay, so this is 64-bit Raspberry Pi OS running on an 8 gig Raspberry Pi 4. So let's show you how to install it. So all you need to do is go to Preferences, Add Remove Software, and you can type in Saturn and scroll down near to the bottom and you've got your BIOS. Now when I did it on the Supreme Team build, it actually installed this, and also I think the QT version came up as well. So I'm going to click on all three of those, hit apply. Okay, then hit OK. Okay, so let's reboot. Okay, click on the Raspberry and we've got games here now, your BIOS. So the few things we need to change is we need to turn on frame skip. I put the FPS on just so you can see it. I need to set up my controller, and you do that before you do anything else. So let's just do the analog buttons. I've got a wired Xbox 360 controller. There you go, so that's all done. I'll hit close on that and then hit OK. Now at this stage I usually close it down and start it up again because sometimes it goes a bit funny. So these two are still on. Doesn't matter about the video driver for the moment, doesn't matter what we have that on. Although if you get some weird errors and you can't read the menus, you can skip between the three. So let's open up that ROM. keep calling them ROMs, even though they're obviously not ROMs because they were discs, so ISO. So RetroPie mount, ROMs, Saturn, Sega Rally, click on the big one. So to get through the main first menu,
Sega Rally
already looking
Championship.
reasonable. Actually, what changes to full screen? I'll try and switch to full screen and show you that as well. Frame skip limiter, view, full screen, alt and return. Okay, so let's get it working first.
Sega Rally Championship.
Here the audio sounds perfect. A little bit skippy there on the audio, but not bad. And you can see, so that already feels alright, but if I pause it and change that graphics to OpenGL, it generally gets faster or better or smoother. Oh, we had some weird glitches there, but they seem to have gone away. Yeah, and that feels really nice. It feels smooth, it feels responsive, it looks smoother to me. You can see we've got weird graphics, but you can't have everything. It's very rare. You know, the Saturn emulator is a very hard one to emulate. Take him on the jumps, look. But to me, I have got frame skip on, but it does feel smooth and it feels playable as well. It doesn't feel like it's missing anything out. Let's go Alt Enter for full screen. Okay, so it turns out when I went full screen, my screen capture stopped, and it also, you see that red light on the screen capture device below? That means that it can't actually work. It's a resolution it doesn't recognise, but let's not worry about that because I can use my phone to record. So let's hit start, and you can see it's just lovely and smooth and just very, very playable. Now, I need to try more Saturn games because a few of the games I've got run really badly on Saturn. I probably could have stayed full power up that hill. Played this in the arcade in St Ives recently with the steering wheel and everything. Great game. Still very, very enjoyable, very playable. Can I make it? Oh, I'm not going to make it, am I? Not with driving like that. Oh, come on. Nearly. Anyway, I hope this helps. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.